Hello, this is today's mystery reader, reading Hank Zipzer, The World's Greatest Underachiever. Summer School? What genius thought that up? Written by Henry Winkler and Lynn Oliver. And I'll be reading Chapter 5 today. We took our seats in the classroom. Mr. Rock said we could sit anywhere we wanted, so I took a seat next to the window where I could see the junior explorers. They were already starting to play beach games on the playground. Boy, that was a tough sight to see. There I was, sitting at my desk, looking through my backpack for a sharpened number 2 pencil. And just on the other side of the glass, 2 floors down, were the rest of the kids doing the normal summer thing, having fun. If you're thinking that looking out the window at everyone else having fun put me in a bad mood, then you're a great thinker. We were in Miss Adolph's classroom, my old 4th grade room. Same old pale green walls, same old clock on the wall with the same old hands ticking so slowly from one minute to the next. There are 32 seats in our classroom. I know this because I spent the last year counting them, every time I wasn't paying attention to Miss Adolph, which was most of the time. It's not that I don't want to pay attention. I start every day thinking that today I'm going to pay attention from 9 to 3. It's just that my mind will not cooperate. By 10 after 9, I'm thinking about the Mets game. And by 9:15, I'm wondering if my dachshund, Cheerio, is licking the bricks over our fireplace. And by 9:16, I've already gone into orbit around the outer rings of Saturn. Anyway, back on Earth, there were a lot of empty seats in the class because there were only 11 of us lucky enough to make the summer cut. I wish I wasn't so good at failing. It's one of the only things that comes really easily to me. That and dental flossing. Every dentist says I am an excellent flosser. I can get out a raspberry seed stuck between my 2 back molars faster than you can say the Museum of Natural History, which, by the way, is about 5 blocks from my house if you take the short way. In spite of the fact that most of the seats in our class were empty, Miss Joelle, I can't stop checking my phone, Adwin sat down in the seat right next to me. Hi, she said. Do you like gymnastics? That was a friendly start. Hi, I said back to her. I can do a somersault. Maybe she's nice, even if she does like Nick the Tick. Somersaults are dorky, she said. I hear you get all D's. Oh, well, so much for the nice theory. Who told you that? I asked, as if I didn't know. My boyfriend Nick, she said. He also said, I'm much smarter than you. My throat started to feel all funny, like it was going to close up. I needed to have a great comeback because I knew that whatever I said would be the first thing Joelle would tell Nick when she talked to him. I opened my mouth, but nothing came out. Hank, why aren't you talking here? Say something, anything. Just sit there. But I just sat there. I think I made a little throat noise, but it definitely didn't come out sounding like words. Funny, I don't see it, Joelle said, staring at me like I was some kind of screeching monkey in the zoo. What are you looking for? She was staring at my forehead. I reached up and felt around to make sure there wasn't any dried cereal stuck up there. It was just my regular forehead. So what was she staring at? Nick said there's something wrong with your brain, but I can't see a bump or anything. Don't you and Nick have anything better to talk about than my brain? I said. And by the way, I have learning challenges. A lot of kids do. Luke Whitman came strolling up to us, holding something in his left hand. Or, well, maybe it was his right hand. It was one of them. Ordinarily, I wouldn't be too curious about what he held in his hand because, it'd be something truly gross. But at that moment, I wanted to grab him and hug him. I would have rather talked to just about anyone than Joelle. Want to see my booger? Luke asked, opening up his hand. It's shaped like Florida. Oh, look, there's Disney World, I said. Luke cracked up. There's more where this came from, he said. Come back when you get one that looks like Texas, I told him. This time Joelle laughed. You're pretty funny for a slow learner, she said to me. Thanks. Thanks, Zipzer. Did you just say thanks to that girl? For what? Hello, she called you a slow learner. You don't thank someone for that. To my relief, Mr. Rock decided to start class at that very moment. Anything he had to say was going to be better than me talking to Joelle about my learning speed, or lack of it. Okay, kids, I know this isn't your first choice of a way to begin your summer, Mr. Rock began, but I'll try my best to make this a rollicking good time for all of us. Luke, put your booger in a Kleenex and take your seat. Mr. Rock was pretty cool. Miss Adolph would have sent Luke to the office for walking around with a booger in his hand. I looked out the window again. I could see Frankie on the playground, playing volleyball with a multicolored beach ball. He was setting for Ryan Shimazoto. They were laughing. Ashley was at a crafts table making a Hawaiian necklace out of paper flowers. I hope they had rhinestones for her. She glues rhinestones onto everything. Mr. Rock asked each of us to say one word that best describes our personality so that we'd get to know one another. Joelle said, popular. Who was she kidding? Being liked by Nick McKelty does not make you popular. It makes you a creepette. Salvatore said tough. I'd say he had a point there. When it came to me, I said, Hankish. Mr. Rock laughed out loud. That's very creative, Hank, he said. We're going to have fun this summer. I can tell. Okay, Hank, Mr. Rock thinks you're creative. He said we're going to have a rollicking good time. Give it a chance. Keep an open mind. Are you ready, kids? Here's the plan, Mr. Rock said. This summer, we're going to be reviewing our math skills, which will help you this coming fall. And I thought of a creative way to combine your reading, vocabulary, spelling, and note-taking practice. Wow, Luke Whitman said. I'm shaking with excitement. Give me a chance, Luke, Mr. Rock said. Wait until you hear the idea. You might actually quiver like jelly. You're not going to believe this, but I was curious to hear his idea. I want you all to pick a person in history that you admire, Mr. Rock said, leaning on the edge of Miss Adolph's desk. On Friday, we'll meet your famous person when you present everything you've learned about him or her to the class. Mr. Rock seemed pretty excited about this assignment. Sounds like an oral report to me, Luke Whitman said. In a way it is, Mr. Rock said without sounding even a little annoyed. After all, this is school, but I hope it will be fun too. I encourage you to be as creative as you can be. Try to become your famous person. Wait a minute. I'm right back where I started at the beginning of 4th grade, doing a report. I couldn't do it then, and I can't do it now. Hey, Mr. Rock, you promised a rollicking good time. Well, this feels like a rollicking prison sentence to me.